What if I'm gonna tell you that today you can easily establish an HD connection absolutely wirelessly, and not only that, send it to up to 400 meters and even through the wall. Of course, it's possible for me because right here I have an outstanding combination of a transmitter and receiver that is already binded and connected with the TV. And of course, the camera is binded with the transmitter absolutely wirelessly in order for me to easily create and once again create and do it absolutely wirelessly. Right here I have an outstanding transmitter and receiver, and eventually in the set you're gonna find everything that you need in order to establish that connection with the wires, the transmitter, the receiver, adapters, and many more. Basically the possibilities with that are endless because you have a transmitter and the receiver that you can easily connect and bind with the projector, with the TV, or eventually on the other side with the camera or with a laptop in order to send that footage, no matter if you're streaming for a wedding or eventually showing a presentation from your laptop straight to the TV or eventually the board. Of course, I'm going to show an example of that right now in order how to establish a connection with the computer, because eventually I have everything that you need in order to do so in my hand. So I'll use the USB-C to USB-A wire that comes in the set in order to bind and connect with the transmitter, because eventually this one is powered by a source. You're going to be able to easily use the adapters that comes in the set or eventually connect it straight to the laptop. As you can see right here, is searching already for the transmitter because the receiver right here is connected to the TV. And of course I have right here an HDMI connection and of course an USB-C connection and an USB-A that went straight to the TV. So right here you have the HDMI in and the loop out. Basically you're going to be able to easily send to multiple devices at the same time. And of course the HDMI connection that I'm going to establish with the laptop right here in order to send the footage from my laptop to the TV right here. And of course work with it, establish that connection, extend and eventually send that footage that you have from your laptop to the TV, projector, or eventually billboards in order to eventually entertain or eventually create once again something new on a whole different level using a simple way, a transmitter and the receiver. And of course for the camera ability, I love it because right now I'm going to be able to easily eventually record on the go and send that footage right away straight to the TV. Let's say if I'm having a wedding that I'm filming, I'm gonna be able to easily send that footage straight to the projector in the restaurant or wherever you are having that event. Take a look at that. In a couple of seconds, eventually the footage from the camera will go straight to the TV. With that said, I want to also add that the signal is sent in 4K. So basically you're going to have a full HD view of what you are taking pictures or photos or eventually filming or sending the footage from the laptop. Not only that, send it with sound, which eventually is pretty cool. So if you guys are looking to add something new to your list of gadgets that you have in order to multitask on a whole different level, then you should definitely have to consider a transmitter and the receiver eventually wireless from both boxes. Definitely a recommendation from me. After testing, I have to say that I'm impressed.